Hi, this is Joe Wang here with more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life. Today I'll be discussing about fruitfulness in being informative. What I mean by that is, whenever you organize something, organize a plan, whether it's a trip or, like a to-do list, whenever it involves other people, make sure that you lay out it to be clear and concise so that when people follow your plan, they will not be misunderstood. So I'll be talking today about a situation where I did not lay out a clear plan and where I had to, eat the consequences. So the thing is that, as all of you know, I love adventures, I love exploring. But then another thing about me is that a lot of times I don't lay out a clear plan, for an adventure. I mean, I may lay out like where we're gonna go, but I'm not gonna lay out like the details. Like the details I mean by that is like, when are we gonna head back, or what we're gonna do, over there, what exactly are we doing, and all those details. So the thing is that there was this place that one time when I took my friends out, it's this place called the Garden of Eden. And the Garden of Eden is basically like a swimming hole that's just like a beautiful swimming hole. It's like a very hippie, swimming hole, where people like to go and chill and hang out in the summer, whether it's just like swimming in the water or, going on the sides and jumping off the cliffs, It's just a place where, a place that's fun for all ages to just relax and chill for summer. And the thing was that when I invite my friends over there, I told them, say, hey, I'm gonna pick you guys up and then we're gonna be there, at a certain time, right? I mean, that's all I did, However, when we were going there, over there we had a lot of fun, we went river walking as well as, meaning that we walked in the creek as well as, just waddled in the water. We had a lot of fun, but the thing was that I did not realize that one of them actually needed to go back home at a certain time. And the thing was that what was worse was that he did not tell me about it until we were there. The thing was that when we got there, he was like, oh hey, by the way, when are we gonna be back? And then I just looked at him, I was really puzzled. I was like, I thought you said you were free today, right? And he said, no, I need to go see, I need to go see my cousin, play his sport or something, Like basically, like he said that he wasn't free later on, like he needed to be back home like later on in the afternoon. And I was like really, really puzzled. I was like, so you're saying that we need to go back home in like a few hours? Like, and the thing was that, I mean, eventually we all, because he's a friend, eventually we all just agreed on, okay, let's just leave early to make him, happy. But that was beside the point. It was not a happy thing, like, cause the thing was that the rest of my group, we expected to stay there pretty much as long as we want, cause aside from the other person who had to be home a certain time, none of us did. We expected that it's gonna be a fun day at the Garden of Eden, and we would just take our time there, probably like, we brought our lunch there, we were thinking of maybe just hanging out there and then till like when it gets like kind of late, and then we'll go back and grab some dinner along the way, you know. Basically that was our, you know, our plan. But just because I did not lay out the clear plan saying what exactly that we were doing, you know, the exact time that, you know, like say at least like, hey, you know, be cautious that, you know, we might be staying there the whole day. I don't know when we're gonna be back. You know, I could not really say anything to the friend, but just had to say, you know what, like fine, you know, we're gonna leave, you know, early. And that really did not make it fun for, you know, the rest of our group, because like we didn't feel like we got our day's worth, you know, of that place. Because again, like I said, it's a really beautiful and fun place, you know. It's somewhere where you go to there, you really cannot, you know, leave right away, you know. You just never get enough of it. Granted, it was like a beautiful, you know, midsummer day. So yeah, you know, from this lesson, ever since then, I really started to focus on, you know, giving out a clear plan, you know, giving out a clear plan to others so that there is no misunderstandings. Like, cause like the thing is that ever since that instance, you know, whenever I make a plan, you know, to go out, you know, like I've always tell people clearly, say that, you know, I don't know when we're gonna be back, but if you have any other things you need to do that day, please just say you're busy, you're not free, and don't come on the trip. That way, you know, whoever is available for the whole day, you know, like we would all have fun, you know, it would be so much easier on everyone. You know, it's like the same thing as I can relate this example to, you know, to biblical times when Jesus encountered some other people on the road, and they said they wanted to join, you know, him and his disciples to go on the adventure together. And Jesus said, you know, foxes have holes, and, you know, foxes have dens, and but the Son of Man, you know, has no place to lay his head. You know, basically, you know, he gave them a warning, say, hey, you know, if you want to join this crew, you know, you be warned, you know, like it's tough, it's all about survival, you know, there's, you know, it's not an easy life. So that's the thing, you know, it's very important from what I learned is to be informative and make sure everybody, you know, knows what to expect. So yeah, this is all I have for today. If you want to know more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.